I went to like from 6 foot to like 6'3", 6'4".
Do you already see that as an advantage as a young kid?
I almost really like quit.
Really?
Yeah, because I didn't know if I wasn't 100% sure if I wanted to go the JUCO route. Getting that 1 year back is huge because obviously like there's players in the NCAA that are making enough money to provide for their families like in college while they're still in college. In high school, I tore my right Achilles.
Really?
I'm not gonna let this chance go to waste. Like I'm gonna take my freshman year and try to go as hard as I can and see what happens. Yeah, I did a lot of rehab. Like I was like during practice, I'd be off to the side doing workouts with the trainer. If you see someone working harder than you, that's like to me that's like the deepest sign of like I have to like that's just effort. Like I have to care more than he does. So it's whenever I'm working, I'm thinking about my family, my friends, my teammates. Like during the season when I had like some good games, I had a Division II college talk to me. I was really like intending on going there, and then they didn't end up offering me. At the end of the year, I had offers from 3 junior colleges and like 3 NAIAs. Early on, I would get definitely like nervous. Like one of my problems I had was in high school, like before every game, my hands would get so sweaty that like I literally couldn't shoot the ball.
Well, eventually you knew that you were going there, but you said that you didn't think that you were going to play.
I'm going from being a good player at a junior college to a Division I level where I'm playing against basically the best dudes at around my age in the nation. So, yeah. I mean, like I knew it was going to be like really difficult.
Justin, bro, what's next?
Lincoln High School.
Lincoln High?
Yeah, like just like central.
Regular.
Yeah.
But how tall were you in high school?
I was already tall, like pretty tall when I got there. I was like 6'4" my freshman year. Jeez. And then I got to like 6'7" or I was sneaking up to 8.
So 6'4" freshman?
Yeah.
But before that, in middle school?
Middle school, I was like 5'10", 6th grade, and then from 6 to, I was like 5'10". I was like 6 foot, 7th grade, and I went to like from 6 foot to like 6'3", 6'4", 8th grade.
That's a big change, bro.
Yeah, my knees were messed up, bro. I couldn't run. Like I couldn't. Like there was like a couple months where like I literally couldn't sprint.
Oh.
Yeah, because my knees were so like messed up. I couldn't, like my vertical was like 16 inches.
At that time?
Mm-hmm.
But, so like out of middle school into high school, that's what it was?
No, that was like I think my 8th grade year. My 8th grade year, my knees were just messed up. And then like over the summer, going into freshman year, like as the year ended and then going into freshman year, it was fine.
You were playing basketball that, like, for majority of your life? Actually,
not super. I think I started playing basketball in like 5th grade, and then I was on like my first ever team in 6th grade. I played for the Buffalo Soldiers.
Club?
Yeah, it was like a club team. I mean, it was good for me because the people I was playing with were way better than, like, I just started playing basketball. Like I was like tall and everything, but I was playing with dudes that had been playing basketball since like 1st, 2nd grade.
Like young.
Yeah. So I picked up stuff like really fast.
But you were taller than them? Most of them?
Yeah, I was taller than most of them.
Yeah. Did you already see that as an advantage as a young kid?
Yeah. I was like, yeah, I'm bigger than most of the people. Like, all I gotta do is like become as skilled as them, and like, I mean, I got it.
Yeah. But let's take it back even further. 5, 6 years old, ever thought of playing basketball at that age?
I mean, I thought about it. I wasn't like interested in it yet because I didn't really know much about it at all. Like in my household, basketball isn't like it wasn't like a huge thing. Like my parents, like my mom played sports. She played like volleyball and stuff. But like they lived in Africa, so like basketball wasn't much of a big sport. I played more soccer. Really, that's why I have like somewhat like good footwork and stuff, just because I played soccer back then.
Played soccer at 5 and 6? That age?
Yeah, 5, 6. All throughout elementary school, I played.
But soccer, you play soccer before basketball. That's not very common usually, but I find a lot of kids growing up, they play multiple sports before committing to one sport. Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah, that's like really beneficial because if you can get used to like using your body in different ways for different sports, like soccer, more lower body centered. Football, that's really where like dudes get their like grit. Basketball is like really like hand-eye coordination and stuff. Mm-hmm. So yeah, like playing multiple sports like really important. But I think like soccer, like at that young of age, like it helped me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Then you had to make a decision. Well, you not make a decision, but you swapped to basketball when you realized, well, maybe I can try this, or I'm tall enough. I'm taller than the ones that started at a younger age than me.
Yeah.
But you swapped over, and from there you never changed. Never went to football, any other sport.
I definitely thought about it. Mm-hmm. After a while, I was like, I'm probably a little bit too tall for soccer. I didn't really want to be a goalie. Football, I thought about it. I dealt with some injuries, so I didn't really like by the time I was in high school, I didn't know if I wanted to. Yeah, like basketball, it was more just like it was just fun. It was fun for me.
Yeah, you had injuries in football?
No, I never played football. No, like I never actually played it.
But you got injuries from what else?
I got injuries from basketball. I had a couple like that. That's why I was like scared to touch other sports. I was like, yeah, if I go there, I might get hurt even more.
Because you're already prioritizing basketball. Mm-hmm. What injuries you got?
I'm sweaty. I ain't sweaty when I'm nervous, bro.
Nah, you're good, but it's good. But what injuries were you getting in basketball?
You said what?
What injuries were you getting in basketball?
In middle school, I dislocated my left shoulder playing. That wasn't that bad. It was like fine a couple months later. And then in high school, I tore my right Achilles.
Really?
Yeah, I missed my whole junior year.
How'd you do that?
We were just running. We were running. I was so tired that like I wasn't really like coming to like a stop and like planting off my right foot and going. I kind of did like a little like hop, and then like my whole body was facing the other way, and then I tried to like push off like all of my right foot, and it just ruptured.
Ruptured entirely.
Yeah.
So junior year, you were like 16, 17? Yeah.
Yeah, I was 16.
16, you ruptured your Achilles. Mm-hmm. That sets you out an entire year.
Yeah, I was devastated, bro. I was like, dang, like, what if I can't play basketball again? Yeah. Like, even though that's not like I'll end up playing basketball again, I was still thinking about it. Like, I was really worried.
Yeah. What was school like in high school? Like, balancing school with, playing basketball, trying to move on, making varsity? Is varsity in high school for basketball? Mm-hmm. Yeah. What was balancing school like with academics and distractions? How was that part? Rather than just basketball, what was the other part like?
It wasn't bad. It was like in high school, you're at the school for like 8 hours a day. So I was pretty good. Like my academics were really good in high school. Just because like I could get most of my work done during the day, and then I'd do like a little bit of homework. Like the homework wasn't really that hard. Mm-hmm. And like I also didn't have like I didn't have too many distractions. I mean, I played the video games a lot. I think that's probably one thing I would change if I went back. Like I would play less video games and like go to the gym and get better.
Yeah.
But I mean, I found out like soon enough that like more hard work would be better. Yeah. I really just didn't have like too much. I didn't have like too many places to go to, so I'll just stay home and just play the game. It's fun.
Stay at home. But I feel like there's a lot of kids that just think, especially nowadays, scroll through Instagram, and anyone can scroll through Instagram and see that there's, work hard, or you're wasting time if you're doing this, or if you're not working 24/7, you're getting behind. I feel like a lot of kids know. I've seen a lot of kids get almost taken over by this narrative that doing much more is better than anything else. You must do more, the quantity. Mm-hmm. I've come to terms with understanding the balance of quantity and quality, or more so prioritizing quality. For you now, what does that look like? Quality versus quantity, balancing that as an athlete.
It's like you said, quality is like much more important. To be completely honest, Now I understand it. Back then, I mean, I didn't like put in a whole bunch of work because I didn't really have anywhere to go. If I was just like going outside, like I'd work hard. But like now I know the quality of my reps is like really important. So once I notice, like if I'm shooting, like me, I work on shooting a lot because like I think that's like the biggest part of the game that would help me. Like I'll be shooting, like I shoot like a decent amount of reps. But once I notice like my quality is going down, like I'm fatigued, I'm thinking about other things, or like, yeah, just my form's not holding up the right way, I'll just like turn off the machine and just go home.
Really?
Yeah, I won't waste my time. Like I'm not getting any better.
Is that more like frustration? Or is something else?
Yeah, I get frustrated a lot. Just like when it's not looking the right way or it's not feeling the right way. It's like I get frustrated sometimes, but like I also know it's smart. Like don't continue doing something that's like you can tell it's not helping you. Like it's not a good quality rep.
Yeah, and that was you in high school. You had that way of approaching training in high school.
No, I didn't have it figured out completely yet. That's more now.
Yeah.
In high school, it was more like I usually had people like helping me with my workouts, or like it'd be like in practice or something. So like if I had people helping me, they'd continuously correct me. So like I knew when my reps were good or when my reps were bad. So I could like flow through a whole workout like smoothly just because I had someone like watching over me, like telling me, you didn't hold your follow through, or you didn't go that hard that rep. So I could like correct it.
Yeah, that criticism or more of that giving you advice at the time as a kid. Do you take that? Well, you take that criticism because it's very easy for us to just be like, oh man, you're a good. You believe you're a good player. Anything else you hear or any corrections, you're like, nah, I don't need that. Do you take that criticism or those corrections well?
Yeah, I say I definitely did because, like I said earlier, like my first introduction to basketball in middle school, I had a coach that would be like really honest. Like he wouldn't sugarcoat anything. Like there was so many times he'd call us soft. Like we like what do you do? Like, or he'd just take us out the game and tell us we're playing super soft, cuss words, everything. So like I already understood. Like back then, I was like a sponge. Like I just listened to whatever he said because like I never played basketball. Like I'm obviously gonna listen to this dude. Now, I mean, like I definitely have like my own thoughts, man. I'm like, dang, like I don't know if I agree with that, but like usually I understand. Like this person's been involved with basketball way longer than I have. They've been involved with basketball longer than I've been alive. So like I'll listen, and then on the voice of like. When someone's giving me like really harsh criticism, like it sounds harsh to other people, but like other athletes would say, like listen to what they're saying, not how they're saying it. Yeah. Because if you get stuck in how they're saying it, your mind's gonna be messed up thinking about something else. Like, dang, does my coach not like me? Dang, does my coach not have trust in me? So if you just listen to what they say, you complete like some of my coaches, they'll get on you, but they'll celebrate just as hard for you when you do well.
Yeah. Back to the injury, because you mentioned that wasn't you in high school. You had to learn that. You had to apply these type of practices of taking criticism well, still improving on that, as well as balancing the quality of your training, quality of what you're doing. You know, because again, you're at an age where you don't even know if you're gonna continue playing basketball. You played soccer before. Playing basketball, you want to pursue basketball, but you're still, to be honest, you're still a kid. And from my experience, at that age, I didn't think of it at the time. I thought myself as, I want to do this, but again, I was still a kid. I still needed to improve a lot on things, and I didn't take like a step back to realize, things need to move like now. I need things now. When you recover from the injury, I assume that wasn't easy.
Yeah, it was hard. Like I recovered like pretty fast.
Really?
Yeah, I recovered fast. I don't know if I should have been back that quick, but like luckily I was fine.
How many months? Because that's a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a year. I was I was playing basketball again in like 7 months, like
7 months,
like 6 months.
like playing basketball without any pain, not strong.
Yeah, it was fine.
No,
Like I still had like a little bit of doubt in my right foot.
yeah,
Because like I think about like it's obviously not completely the same as my left. Like it's always been like that. I've always been like very left side, like jump favored. That's probably why I got injured in the first place. But
more dominant one side.
yeah, but yeah, I was definitely still in my mind. But like I recovered like pretty quickly. Like I was fine.
Did you do like rehab or anything?
Yeah, I did a lot of rehab. Like I was like during practice, I'd be off to the side doing workouts with the trainer because our high school trainer was like, she was amazing. She spent a lot of time with us. She'd have like different plans, so like I wouldn't get bored doing what I was doing, and like I'd be in the pool and stuff doing workouts. So it was nice.
It's good. Oh, bro, Achilles injury, man. Like when I hear Achilles, I'm thinking like, oh, bro, career ending. You're not playing for a while. You can barely walk. Those type of things. If you recover that quick, and you're back playing, you're actually playing basketball after 7 months. That's kind of what most athletes would love to happen when they have a serious injury like that. They want it to get back now, and right now. Was there ever a time where you were rushing to get back? You wanted to force yourself to get back?
I mean, like I already knew I was coming back quick, but like the fear of getting hurt again, like really stopped me from like rushing at all. Like my body would feel like really good sometimes, but I wouldn't push it to the point where it's like, oh yeah, like I'm ready to go. Because like if I went and got hurt again, all the progress I just did is gone. So the fear of like getting hurt again just stopped me from really pushing too far.
When you came back, how were you feeling at the time?
I was really happy that I was back. Cause after I got hurt, because of all the rehab and everything that I did, I came back stronger than I was before. Like
physically?
I could jump higher. I was definitely quicker. I was like more athletic. That might have played a role in like me being a little bit older too. But I felt really good. Like I was ready for the next season.
Yeah, 16, 17. It's only a year, but it's kind of a big difference because you're developing. If you're still growing in height. So at 16, you were
I was like 6'6", 6'7".
Achilles injury, but you're still growing, and knee problems, injuries, knee pains. You had that at the same time as well as throughout those years.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as it was before because I wasn't growing at the same rate. But like in high school, I was still dealing with like knee pain every once in a while. But like stretching really just like solves all of it. I wasn't stretching as much back then as I do now, but like I was still like stretching, and it really like helped me with it. Like worry about something else other than my knees.
Yeah. How often were you stretching?
I'd stretch like before I work out, and then like some people, they don't stretch after they get done working out, but like I feel like stretching after you get done working out is like one of the best times you can stretch. I feel amazing after I stretch when I work out.
Even though you said they stretch before, stretch afterwards.
Yeah, stretch before, stretch afterwards. And now that I'm at Nebraska, there's a bunch of like recovery opportunities. Like I get in a cold tub.
Yeah.
There's like a bunch of there's a whole training room, all of that stuff.
But before you got to that, you didn't have that stuff. But recovery, how important was that? Because you're going from a facility that you have now, a training facilities that you have now that are almost comparable to professional level. But before you didn't have that. First, most people wouldn't have that. So what were you doing? Most kids, what were you doing to recover? To kind of you recover the same way you would or try to as if you had those facilities at that age?
I mean, I didn't recover at the same way, at like the same level, but like I knew the stretches were definitely important to me. Like I wouldn't spend a bunch of time, but like I knew I would. Like I really learned from the injury. Like it took me getting hurt to like learn, but like after that I learned, I was Like I understood how much I had to.
Yeah.
It wasn't like too much, but like it wasn't like you can never recover too much, but it wasn't like a lot. It was just like enough for me to like feel good.
Feel good. Like stretching and like foam rolling. You do that. That's to be honest, those kind of exercises can be very like monotonous. You do them all the time. Sometimes even now I don't feel like stretching or foam rolling.
Yeah.
But now I do it more often. Like going forward, I want to do it more often because I realize the benefits of stretching, foam rolling before workouts. Getting the opportunity to active recovery, like maybe some mobility, you know, and it helped me a lot. It seems like it's helped you a lot now.
Yeah.
But you're playing your high school season, junior year, you're out. Senior year, that was the year before you managed to move on to college. What was your senior year like?
It was definitely met with like a lot of ups and downs because like a lot of the problems that I was expecting to go through junior year, they're like just kind of delayed to senior year because I was expecting to like be a varsity player my junior year. I was expecting to like go through the struggles of like really being coached by my head coach. So a lot of it I went through senior year. I mean, it was definitely bumpy. Yeah. Like there was like really good times. There was like really bad times. I had some terrible games, some really good games, but I still like enjoyed it because like the team that we had senior year, we're like basically all seniors because we all got there at the same time. Oh, yeah. Some of us were like split up. Like freshman year, I was on like JV and stuff, and some of them were still on the freshman team. But like we were like this just because of how much time we spent outside of the gym with each other.
Some were on JV, but they made it to varsity at the end. But you had a team that was full of seniors. It's not an advantage for going into the season. Is that common to have like a almost all seniors?
No, it's not like super common. It's usually pretty balanced, really. Like some of your best players will be like seniors, juniors. Sometimes your best player will be like new freshman, sophomore coming in, just because they're so like in tune, like playing AAU basketball and stuff. Yeah. But having like all those seniors, like all of us being seniors, like all of us being friends, it was tough. Nice.
Man, that's all those are your boys now. Do you still talk to them? Still your friends?
Yeah, I still talk to most of the team like every day.
Those are your closest friends, huh?
Yeah.
Nah, that's tough. Because I have a lot of friends that they play in different countries and different states, and we try to stay together. Some like distance themselves. For me, I always found it was very important now that I moved away from home to keep in contact with friends I call family. And it helps when you need someone to talk to, like just to throw an idea off of, or just to how you doing, like just check in. Is that the same for you? Because for me, like I think you're in years you are a junior, or in years of like in school you're junior.
In like right now.
Yeah.
Right now I'd be a sophomore.
Sophomore, still. Yeah. As a sophomore in college, you did 1 year already. Like, how important it is to have those people in your circle that you can call like on any time. While you're in college, you can call. And okay, well, I want to see how you're doing. How important is that for you?
It's really important because like the people that like your family and your friends that you've known for like a long time, it's like nice to talk to them because they've seen you for many years. So like they've seen you in really bad times. They've seen you in really good times. Like they know your character, like usually a lot better than the people that you may have met. Like my new teammates that I met mostly this year. But like they also like us, like we laugh, have fun a lot. So like our sense of humor is like all the same.
All the same. That's tough, man. That's tough. Senior year, you left high school. Moving on. Did you know where you were gonna go after that?
Right after the season, no. I mean, like during the season when I had like some good games, I had a Division II college talk to me. I was really like intending on going there, and then they didn't end up offering me. So I had offers from at the end of the year, I had offers from 3 junior colleges and like 3 NAIAs. The NAIAs were really cool. Like I like the coaches, I like the facilities and everything, but I mean, NAI obviously can't give out like full scholarships, so I'd still be paying for like housing and stuff.
Yeah.
So I almost really like quit.
Really?
Yeah, because I didn't know if I wasn't 100% sure if I wanted to go the JUCO route. But one of our like high school assistant coaches and one of my friends' stepdads, he like, I think we went somewhere, like we went to like Omaha or something, and then we were driving back, and like the whole time he was just telling me like you're way too good of a player to like stop playing basketball. Yeah. Like you have too much potential and everything to stop right now. It doesn't matter what road you take, like you'll end up succeeding somehow. Yeah. And that's really what pushed me to say, you know what, I'll go to junior college. Like, what can I lose? Like, going to bigger college and paying more money and just like not being able to do what I've been doing for the last 5-6 years. Mm-hmm. So that's how I ended up visiting. Or I visited some of those NAIAs. Mm-hmm. I didn't really visit many JUCOs. I came up here to Southeast Community College, and they're moving the basketball team to Lincoln, which was like great timing for me. I was I already live here. Like I can just live at home and play basketball, still be around my family, my friends.
But you knew of Southeast because you're in Lincoln, so you knew of like the team already. Mm-hmm. But you knew that it was a different campus.
Yeah.
So as soon as they said they were coming to Lincoln, like
I was like, well, that makes it a lot more of an easier choice. It was either them, Northeast, or Central, and I know a lot of my teammates were going to Northeast a lot. Or I know Central had like a good coach and everything, mm-hmm. but like I was like, Southeast is right here. Even if like I knew Coach Wooden pretty well, but like even if he wasn't the greatest coach, like I'm still at home, like I'm playing basketball. Even, like if I don't like it, I'll transfer. But, that's how I chose it.
I feel bro. It's not even. Sometimes we get caught up in trying to make a tough decision that. It would affect the rest of our college careers, or making a tough decision in anything can, change the way we are gonna be in the future. But sometimes what I realize is you just have to jump, take that leap, and let whatever happens go its course, take its course. And from that, what you're saying, it just sounds like that was the case because things were lining up. It was moving to Lincoln, even though you didn't want to pay these tuitions at higher schools, even though they wanted you, and they will give you some scholarship, but not as much as you needed or wanted. And because for us as athletes, college is expensive, and even though we're doing both athletics and academics, probably working as well, we want to be able to make a decision that would make our college life a bit easier. Especially financially, So you moved to SEC, JUCO, bro. JUCO. Oh no, I went JUCO, and I know it's not always the best like option. People don't see it as a good option, And this is a good time, because perfect timing. NCAA just released, or I don't know if it's confirmed yet. Any athlete that went to junior college will be able to get back some years of eligibility. How big is that for you?
That's huge because even though I was only at Southeast for 1 year, getting that 1 year back is huge because obviously, like there's players in the NCAA that are making enough money to provide for their families, like in college while they're still in college, and like having another year is just. Like that gives me a lot more opportunity to work with. Like if I ended up going to a school that I didn't like, I could end up like going to somewhere better. But having 4 years is really important because I have 4 years to develop.
4 years. But you managed to develop. It does. It helps athletes who go to junior college. They play for either 1 or 2 years. Play in a college setting. Either they play. There's just conference games, but you can also play. 4-year college as well, get that experience, and then still have your eligibility.
Yeah.
You went here first day at practice, first impression. What were you thinking? Like, okay, look, I'm here. What was going through your head?
Honestly, probably not too much. It was really like okay, like this is what it's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
We travel further places now. We played teams that have a lot better players. Players are bigger, stronger, older. It was like to me, it was like I compared it to high school. That's how I really like thought about it. I compared it to high school. Like I'm at the start again. I'm a freshman again.
Yeah.
But there's no varsity level JV. This is just varsity. I'm a freshman now. I'm here. But like in my mind, it was like I know so much more now. Like I've been playing basketball for a lot of years already. Everyone's already almost done growing. So I was just like I compared it to that, and I was like, I'm not gonna let this chance go to waste. Like I'm gonna take my freshman year and try to go as hard as I can and see what happens.
Yeah. The SEC had a decent season the season before yours, I think, and a lot of plans, expectations for that season, for the next season to be as good as it was. But what was your perspective on the season before we go into like detail?
I was really thinking like, okay, these guys, like I knew about some of the guys that were on the team before.
Yeah.
And like the team was almost completely different. Like we had a guy from that team who played a lot of minutes. He played a lot of minutes for us. His name was Miles. Miles really helped me like a lot. Just like thinking about it. He was like honestly a great leader, like great verbal leader, great like on court leader. Like even if like he was a bucket, he scored, but like even if he wasn't, like you like as a player you'd see him put his body on the line. Like loose ball, he's jumping on the floor. Like rebounds, he's the smallest dude on the court, but he's jumping as high as he can, trying to grab a rebound over a big man. So it's like looking at him, like he's already been here for 1 year. He knows what it takes. He understands like the level of like work and effort that you have to put in. So like he made it a lot easier for me to like understand stuff.
Yeah. To have a figure like that in a team, it keeps the team together and also promotes the team. Do you think you could have stepped into that role early as a player?
Yeah, for sure. Because with me, it's like a lot of people say you don't have to, but like if you're not like really leading the team in certain stuff, like you're playing a lot of minutes, you're like a verbal leader. Like it's usually a lot harder to lead a team when like some people on the team may think this guy doesn't score, why should I listen to him? Or this guy doesn't play a lot of minutes, why should I listen to him? But like either way, like even in the NBA, there's dudes that are like Udonis Haslem, older guy on the team, doesn't play many minutes, but like he's a vet. Like he knows the game in and out. He's been there for so long. At like that helps you like have trust in somebody. So as a younger player, like I was already playing a lot my freshman year here, so it made it more like I still didn't completely understand it because I hadn't been a leader before.
Yeah.
So I had to really like learn on the go to become more of a leader. Like I still had to learn like some things to say. Like my basketball knowledge isn't the same as other players yet. So it was just
a lot to learn.
Yeah, it was a lot to learn, but I think it was definitely like great for me.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Well, during the season, you spoke of like traveling a lot and speaking to other athletes at Division 1 level as well and JUCO level. The difference in not just the level and not in play, the difference in what the school has to provide for their athletes and to offer is quite drastic. Mm-hmm. So I would have gone to JUCO, like you know, and I said the travel aspect is a bit different, right? Now I know I used to travel in vans to games rather than like buses. We would travel together. So we have a team of a travel roster of 24, and we were all traveling like 4 vans. For me, I wasn't like the fan of that at first. Traveling in vans, I was like, well, what if one of us gets lost and one of the teams, the captains are driving 2 of the vans, the coach is driving the other 2. Was that the same for y'all?
Yeah. It wasn't as many dudes. It's probably like 15 of us, 15, 16 of us. So, like when I was first introduced, like we're all fitting in this van. Like we had 3 vans. So it'd be our head coach, assistant coach, and then I think another one of our assistant coaches driving a van. And sometimes it wouldn't be as bad, but sometimes there's I literally have a memory of me sitting in the middle row in the middle next to my point guard and another player. It's it's kind of crazy when you think about it. You're packed into a van traveling 4 hours somewhere.
No, but you're 6'8". How you fit in a van?
I don't know. I did it. I honestly didn't complain too much. I don't think the leg room was super terrible, but being packed in with other dudes, it sucked for a little bit, but after a while you get used to it. It's all right, yeah, this is what we got to do. This is where I'm at.
Is what it is. Yeah. Never a time where you were like, oh man, why can't they just get us a bus? Because it was so easy for us, me and my teammates, to be like, well, we need bus. We need a bus to take us. The van, although we weren't tall, for the most part, we fit in the van pretty fine, pretty well. But I think it's very easy for us to just be like, well, we want this because we think, well, we're at a stage where we deserve it or whatever. But sometimes you just got to be like, okay, I chose to be here, and this is what it is. This is what is asked of me and required, and is a part of the school itself. I need to be able to look past these things. Is that for you as well?
Yeah, it was the same thing for me. It was like I've heard other people talk about junior college. People say the things they go through, staying at motels and stuff. We stayed at some motels. I was really just after a while, I would be like, dang, we're really in this van. Dang, we're really this is what my bed looks like at a motel. After a while, I was just all right, it is what it is. It was more of a drive for me to want to get out of here. It was I gotta play good. I gotta do as good as I can so I can end up somewhere where we do have more facilities. It's nothing against JUCOs because we're not provided for very well. Yeah. So it's kind of nice to it's more of a humbling experience. It's you're going through something that you wouldn't expect to go through, and when you're going through that, it's all right, this is what I got to do.
Push on, keep moving.
You gotta worry about worry about what you can do. It's not as much.
And when you're worried about what you can do you find it was easier? Easier to just you focus on you talk about focus on your craft. Is it easy for you to just be like, okay, look, put your head down now. You can focus on things, what you need to work on to get to that level. What did that look like? The details of improving and focusing on what you needed to do at that time, despite all the things that are wrong with JUCO, quote unquote wrong with JUCO, or difficult to manage as a player. You just put your head down and work.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was honestly kind of fun. It's nice to separate your ideas from how sucky some things are, or yeah, we're not eating the best meals all the time, but it's when you take your mind off of that, it kind of builds into more of your character, because I mean, it's skills that'll help you out with your whole life. Your whole life, things aren't going to go well. Yeah. Things aren't going to be amazing. You'll go through some really tough patches, but I feel that being in that situation taught me I shouldn't really complain about anything. I get to play basketball. I get to play the game that I love. There's other people that are dealing with tougher conditions than me. So why should I complain? Yeah. I can shape my own destiny. My destiny is still mostly in my own hands. I can choose what happens to me with my own hard work. So like I really focused on my own hard work, and I mean it really does. Like you'll just see yourself creating your own path. Yeah. It's like, all right, like all that stuff before. I'm happy I went through it because I'm always grounded mostly. Yeah. I'm not too worried about other stuff.
Speaking to some of your teammates, they say you're the hardest working person on the court. Would you agree, or would you humbly just say, not really? But humbly, I believe that humbly saying that you are not the hardest working on the person on the court or player on the court is not necessary. I think if you work hard, it's evident. So if it's evident and you have to work towards it, then why not speak about it? You know what I mean? Is that are you consider yourself the hardest working player on the court?
I mean, I'd say definitely at times, yes. Like there's some times where I'll be thinking about something else, or like other times where there's really just like somebody else on the court who's really working like really hard. Like sometimes you'll notice like, dang, that guy's working really hard. It's kind of like competitive with me because like I'm always competing in the fact that like, yeah, I want to be a better basketball player. I want to do better than you in this game. But like I feel like when you boil it down, if you see someone working harder than you, that's like to me that's like the deepest sign of like I have to like that's just effort. Like I have to care more than he does. Yeah. So it's more of like I'd say, yeah, I do. I'm usually the hardest working person. I try to be at least, and like whenever I do, it usually provides good results.
For the reasons that you want to be the hardest working player on the court, is it because you just want to succeed or surpass the other player that's working hard, or is it more intrinsic? Is it something that you just want to improve yourself?
I say it's both. Like for some people, it's really intrinsic. For some people, it's like I want to be better than you. Mm-hmm. So, like for me, like I do obviously want to be like better than others, but like also I want to be like I do it for the people on my side mostly. Like I want to prove other people wrong and stuff, but like I'm thinking about whenever I'm working, I'm thinking about my family, my friends, my teammates. I'm like I don't want to be out on that court and be the least hardest, like working the least on the court and like dragging my other team down because I don't want to be the weakest link ever. So I'm always like fighting to help them. I'm fighting like I think like I want to make my mom proud, stuff like that. I want to hopefully in the future I want to be able to provide for my family. So it's really both for me. I think about both. I really drive like my motivation from a lot of places.
Yeah. Mm. In school, you're balanced. No, you're in college. How do you balance academics? Did you work as well in college or no?
Like academics?
Like did you work outside of college? Did you do any like jobs or anything?
Oh no. I didn't really like in the summer I do like other jobs like not like a complete job, but like I go somewhere do like work. I work at like sports facilities, like concessions, refereeing, stuff like that. But I never like work because I really wanted to focus on just school and basketball.
School and basketball. Mm-hmm. Was it only school and basketball? Because I know that everything in college, like the things you want to be able to focus on just that and prioritize that. How difficult was it? Or was it even difficult to just wake up, school, basketball, school every day? How easy was that for you, or was it difficult?
I feel like it was pretty easy for me because I'm not always worried about other stuff. Like there's obviously other stuff like family. Like for me, I only live with my mom. Like the rest of my family, or some of my family lives in Kentucky. The rest of my family's in Africa. So I'll talk to them on the weekends. But I don't have like too many other obligations. So it'd be mostly just basketball or school, or I just be like spending my time doing something else, playing video games, hanging out with my friends. like going to movies or something. But like in terms of like work, something that I'm working towards, it was really easy for me to just stay focused. It's really easy for me to just stay focused on school and basketball.
School and basketball. Then coming down towards the end of or mid-season SEC, I think for any sport, mid-season, end of season, a lot of things can go wrong. You know, personally, maybe struggling with an injury, your midterms or probably exams or something. But you're with a team that you're trying to win. No matter what, you're trying to win. And there was a certain point in the season where you guys weren't winning. But from watching the games, I think like I could tell the effort that you're putting into to get a performance, to get a result, you know. But when you aren't winning, how difficult is it? When you're losing, when you're losing either consecutively or losing games you shouldn't be losing, how difficult is it on the team and how difficult is it on you?
On the team, I think it's really difficult because it's like you practice with these guys every day, so you're trying to figure out what could we do better. Sometimes it could just simply be you didn't work hard enough that night. That's probably like the hardest thing to think about. Like when you just didn't work hard enough that night, it's like that's something we could have controlled. Yeah. Sometimes the other team will go off and make 15 threes. It's like, I mean, that's tough. You got to guard that. But like as a team, it's really difficult. But on me, like winning and losing, I think, like I definitely struggle with losing. Like losing a lot, like I really struggle with. But like winning and losing, I don't vary too far from like where I'm at. Like if I lost a couple times, I don't really get super mad about it. If I win a couple times, like I'll be happy, but like I know I'm looking towards the next thing. So it's for me, it's like pretty like for some other people, they like their mental will go like to really dark places when they lose a lot of games. But for me, it's like it is what it is. Like it happened. I'm gonna try to go get the next one.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's easy for me.
The season didn't go as well as you may have planned in terms of results and with the team as well. Although from speaking with some of your teammates, with some of them you built good relationships with who you still talk to today. But on a personal note, you managed to get something out of the season. And that was with a transfer, a move. When did you know this was gonna happen? Like how did you? Was there a time where I could possibly be going to a higher level, and not just a higher level, but the highest level in college basketball? When did you know that was gonna happen?
I knew like I had a good chance, probably through the middle of the season, because once the second semester started and we got into like more of the second half of our season, like my play started to pick up a lot better. Like I was talking to colleges a lot, so I already knew it was gonna happen, but I didn't know it could happen like as early as the next season until like midway through the year. So like it really like came to terms with me like I could end up going somewhere after this year. So I mean I really just kept doing what I did. Like obviously what I'm doing is working, like continue to work hard, continue to get extra work in after practice. So yeah, it was I kind of found it.
I was talking with a player that plays soccer. We were talking on seizing the opportunity, taking the opportunity to when there's pressure involved. Some kids, some players, grown players, men and women, some of them would come away from or remove themselves from the opportunity because of pressure. And it's very easy to do so, to succumb to the pressure rather than seize the opportunity. If you knew you had you had coaches and teams, universities looking at you, you knew this, did it ever affect the way that you played? Because you're trying to get the opportunity to move on. And you knew there were eyes on you. How did that affect like your game? Did it ever like throw you off, or did it actually fuel you to work better, to work harder?
I think a couple of the times, like early on, I would get definitely like nervous. Like one of my problems I had was in high school, like before every game, my hands would get so sweaty that like I literally couldn't shoot the ball. And like it carried on a little bit into college. Like the first couple of games, my hands would still be really sweaty, and then like once the game started, I'd be fine. But like midway through the season, like that problem went away from me, just because I was like, it was more of a confidence thing. Like I was just confident in myself. Like at the start of the games, I'd be like, yeah, there's coaches here, there's Division I coaches here, that are looking at either me or other players on the court. But like I'm gonna try to make them look at me because of the things that I do. Like it would never be like selfish, like, oh, I'm gonna go and take the first 10 shots of the game.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just gonna do what I continue to do. And like I wasn't super like worried about it, because like once I found the flow of the game, I would really just play and compete. And like I think of it like after I did good things, I'm like, dang, he definitely saw that. Like y'all, like he saw that. That was a nice bucket. That was a nice, like I dunked on somebody. Wow, like they saw that. But it's like easy to get caught up in that things, but I usually didn't.
Yeah.
I'd usually be focused on the game.
Yeah. But now the move, and did you know during the season that you were going to leave Southeast and go to Nebraska?
During the season, I wasn't completely sure. I was like, all right, I might end up going somewhere, because these options that I have are like pretty good, and like I might want to take it. But like later on in the season was when I started talking to Nebraska more, and I found out more like about it. I was like, all right, this is a good opportunity. Should I take it, or should I stay another year or go somewhere else? But like I was like, I'm at home again, and I'm under coaches that have been doing this for years. I really enjoyed the coaching staff. The coach that was recruiting me, and I was just like, all right, I'm gonna do it, see what happens. Like I knew I probably wouldn't I wouldn't go in there and play immediate minutes, or I couldn't end up not playing at all. I could end up redshirting like I did. But I was really excited about like the jumping competition.
Really? Jumping competition. Why? Eventually you knew that you were going there, but you said that you didn't think that you were going to play. Is that because you were considered a walk-on?
Not as much because I was a walk-on, more just because I'm going from being a good player at a junior college to a Division I level where I'm playing against basically the best dudes at around my age in the nation. So, I mean, like I knew it was gonna be like really difficult. Like I played usually the 5, sometimes the 4 here at Southeast. Over there, there's 7-footers, 7'4" guys, 7'2" guys, and I'm gonna have to play a smaller position. Like my skills are gonna matter a lot more. Yeah. So I knew it would be a hard transition, but I knew that like I had more trust in myself that like no matter what happens, if I don't play this first year, I really don't have nothing to lose. I'll just continue to like get better. Yeah,
because you play this center, right? You play center in high school, and then play center in mainly at SEC. But because although you're much taller than most people, you're at a level where you're playing with players that are much taller than you. So you had to switch positions. It's a whole different skill set now, like what you're saying.
Yeah.
Going from playing center, which is more of my knowledge of basketball is terrible, but you're playing in the middle of the court. But is it more of like a defensive role, kind of?
I mean, it's really what you make of it. Like you can be a great defensive center, you can be a great offensive center. SEC, I was like really good on both sides of the ball. So like going to a bigger school, and having to transition, my offense and my defense, at the JUCO level was up here. Now it's down here again because there's a lot better defensive players. There's a lot better offensive players. There's really skilled dudes in JUCO, but at the Division I level, it's a lot more frequent.
A lot more frequent. Oh, bro. Let's do the quick fire questions. All right, bro. Quick fire questions. So, first one. Be known for your offense or be known for your defense?
I'd say defense.
Why?
Because offense is really important, but if you're known for your defense, it's more intimidating to me. Like you're looking at a guy, this guy is most likely gonna get a stop on me. This guy is gonna get a rebound. He's gonna do the dirty work. So it's more like I feel like it's fun to just shut somebody down. Like the offense will happen. It's a team game. Yeah. But like defensively, if you can just shut somebody down, it's really fun.
So if I change the question and said, would you rather be terrible at offense but good at defense, but good at terrible at defense but good at offense, you would still choose being good at defense?
It feels like that. I don't know. Yeah. I might have to change it to offense. Actually, I'm not sure. That's both bad because either way, I might stick with defense because if you can't play defense, you can't be on the court.
Do you think a lot of coaches in here, especially not here but in the US, but they like players more who are aggressive or physically checked off, height, be able to run the full game, their fitness, everything. Do you think they prefer that more from a player than someone who's maybe more technical, maybe more shifty? Then you think that's the case with coaches?
I feel like it really varies from coach. Like I've seen a lot of coaches that value like, wow, this dude's size is insane. He's really athletic. And I mean, that works for some coaches, but for some coaches, they completely value dudes that are just really good ballers, like dudes that can put the ball in the hoop, great passers. I mean, you're gonna want to have both on your team. And there's some guys who have both in one player, but like a lot of different coaches, they favor different things. It's kind of cool for me to see too.
Get praised for your work ethic or your talent?
I'd rather get praised for my work ethic.
Like you said.
Yeah, because, I mean, being talented is definitely great, but when you're talented, people can still fault you because the talent may not always be there. But your work ethic is a lot more consistent than talent. Work ethic's a lot more consistent.
Focus solely on basketball for 4 years, or balance sports and academics, but risk not maximizing your potential. So you focus only on basketball for just the college period, right? Or you balance both, but you risk not maximizing your potential as a player.
I think I would choose focusing solely on basketball. Really? Yeah, because with the time I have in college, I mean, you could still be enrolled in college and continue to become better at that. But like basketball, there's only so much time you have. Like your body is gonna eventually break down. Your body's not gonna be as strong, but your mind will always keep growing. And I mean, like being really good academically is definitely beneficial. But I also feel like if I can maximize what I can do in basketball, I feel like I gave my everything to it. Then I can continue to focus on academics maybe later on, or academics in my mind maybe later on.
Yeah. Solid. Stay in dorms with your teammates or have your own apartment for yourself?
I'd have my own apartment.
You know why I asked that? 'Cause that's probably an easy question to answer because anyone want their own apartment. But being in the dorms with your boys,
it's
come
fun.
on,
It's
fun,
fun,
yeah,
bro.
that's what I'm saying.
It's fun.
I'm sure the times where you're like, nah, but like you just want to kick it with your boys, like you don't want to be by yourself, although you got privacy, but there's some memories you can never ever get being by yourself than with your boys, like on a night you playing 2K or whatever, or talk after a game, you all want to go like Chick-fil-A or something. You know what I mean? I feel like that's why I asked you the question, because some would say stay in dorms.
Yeah, it definitely depends on
You know
who
what I
you
mean?
ask. Yeah, if you ask somebody who's really like extroverted, they'll probably choose staying in dorms with their teammates. But like me, I really enjoy like having my own time with myself, because I get overloaded with like being around a lot of people really fast.
Nah, I feel you. Do you like the long travel for games? No.
I don't mind it. Like it can be like annoying because you're going so far away or you're on a plane for so long, but it's not like I don't mind it at all. Like I really like going to different places and seeing different places and like playing basketball there. Yeah, it's fun. I like it.
Favorite pregame song?
It changes a lot. I'm usually listening to Gunna, so it'll probably be something like On One Tonight, one of one, or I mean sometimes I listen to like Boss Man D-Lo too, just because it like gets me in like a mindset to like go attack something.
Who's on the aux in the locker room? Like who's playing who's in the locker room?
Like on my team now.
Yeah.
I mean we have a coach. He was a GA last year. His name is Peyton. He be super tapped on. He got so much music in there. Yeah, he has music for everybody, really.
But you got like a team that's like bit kind of mixed. So like people may not like certain things.
Yeah, it's definitely mixed. So like, there's guys that like country music. There's guys that like rap music. Yeah. There's guys that like different rappers than others.
So he's playing like everything, or no? He's just playing like.
It's closer rap. That's why I like it a lot. Like it's closer rap, and like hip hop and stuff. But I mean, yeah, like he definitely like gives guys other music too.
Let's see. Sacrifice your body for a championship, but risk a long-term health issue or injury, or play safe but never win a title.
That's a hard question, because depending on how bad like the health issue could be, like if it's something like I could never walk again, I'm not sacrificing my body. Yeah. But if it's something like I might break my foot, or I might break my wrist or something, diving on the floor, diving into some bleachers for the ball, and we end up winning the championship, like I definitely do that, because a championship is with your guys is something you might never get again.
Yeah. That's fair, man. Look, fair enough. I think I would say the same thing, man. Be loved by everyone, but never show your true personality, or be hated by many, but live, well, not authentically, but live authentically. Live your actual personality. Live to who you are as a person.
I don't think who I am as a person would make a bunch of people hate me, but like living authentically would definitely be nice. Yeah. But I also really like I'm not. There's nothing wrong with like keeping to myself and not having anyone think negatively of me. So I might honestly choose that.
But they hate you for no reason, bro. You know what I mean? They just hate. People gonna hate you regardless, but like these people, they hate you. Like, everyone hate you. You know what I mean? But you're your own personality.
Yeah, that's why I'd stay. Like I might just keep to myself. Just not worry about it.
I feel you, bro. This is probably an easy question, or it might not be. Your experience at SCC with maybe your circle, your boys playing, and then off the court as well, compared to your experience now with the Huskers. SCC versus the Huskers. Which experience you choosing?
I mean, I definitely take. I mean, on the court, like everything else, I'd take the Huskers. But like, I think like learning about the character of other guys, and honestly going like there's not many times you'll be on the road with 15 guys at a motel nobody wants to sleep at. Like that's also really fun. Like you're going through some stuff with other guys. It's like you can talk to somebody about how tough something is. It's fun. So I mean I like that, but everything else, I'd go Huskers.
Yeah, that makes sense, bro. That makes sense. Easy. Well, very, very good answer. Well, bro, like, that's quick fire questions, but let's talk a bit more about now, because although this was a season that you came into, you didn't expect to play. Which for, again, you go into something although you didn't expect it, you're thinking you're not going to play, which you could have played if there was a case where, okay, you had some injuries in the team, they put you on. But you went in there like thinking, well, I may not play because of what's happening with like my transfer. I transferred from a JUCO to the highest level in college sports. Do you think maybe you could have changed that to think to yourself, oh, maybe there's a chance? Or did you think that at the time, maybe there's a chance that I could still play this season?
Definitely. Like, there's sometimes guys go down and you're like, well, all it takes is one dude to foul out and another dude to be in foul trouble, and boom, there goes my right shirt, I'm playing. So it's like you have to think about always being ready. I mean, I didn't end up having to play this year, but like I always had to think about being ready for it, and like whenever, like being ready for if my time comes. It definitely kept me like on my toes the whole season.
Yeah. Was it more like on your toes, or you? This is very difficult because when I got injured, or a couple of injuries before, you kind of think of, okay, someone's gonna replace me, or if someone else is injured, or if someone else gets a red card, gets thrown out of the game, and gets a ban from the next game, you think of, okay, maybe I can replace that person, right? Or vice versa, I can get replaced. You don't want to hope for that to happen, because that's your team, and some of those boys, those are your boys. You don't want that. You don't want the worst.
Yeah.
So I'm getting at the competitive nature in the team. Like, you want the best for you, but you also want the best for everyone else next to you, because it helps you as well. You know, you don't want to hope for their downfall, but you still want to be able to, okay, maybe this is my chance. Is there ever a time where you're like, okay, look, maybe like if something happens today, I can get in. You know, you ever thought about that?
I mean, yeah, I think about it a lot, but I never, like, I always, whenever I start thinking about that, I like shut it off really quick, because I never want to think negatively about like any of my teammates. Like, I never want to think like if this guy gets hurt, I'm in there. Like, no, I never want to think about that. Like, I really do hope the best for them.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like if I were to end up playing, it should be like while they're like, I want to play against everybody at their best. So like if I were to end up playing, it should be while they're healthy, while they're playing good basketball, and I just end up being like playing so well in practice that like they have, like, the coaches have no choice but to play me. I'd rather that happen. That'd be like really fun to me.
Because kids, again, if you're at a young age and you're watching this and you're thinking, oh man, like, they're naive. Kids at that age, we're very naive at that age to think that, and very selfish to sometimes we want things now, and we want things our way, and we want things to go exactly how we want it to go, you know? And if that's the case where you're not playing, but you want to play, you're sometimes kids who think of the worst possible scenario that could help them, you know? That's a very selfish way of thinking, but it's also almost a very competitive way of thinking. Competition, being competitive. How would you describe the word like competitive? Because it's a difficult thing to think about, or it's simple in the description of the word competitive, but how would you describe yourself as it applies to being competitive, competition?
I'd say definitely, like, I thought about it a lot more recently. Yeah. Because like now I'm at like one of the highest levels, and there's so much competitiveness going on at all times. I'd describe it as just human nature. Like, it's like everybody wants to be the best. Everyone wants to be better than other people. And like the way I fit into that is like, I'm the same way. Like, it's human nature. Like, I want to be better than other people. But to me, like, I try to, like, I've had really good mentors and like really good people to look up to that have taught me like never never wish on someone else's downfall. Always wish to like get them at their best. Like I feel like there can be excuses in many other things, but like if you can beat somebody at their best, like playing a team when they're at their healthiest, like you can beat them at their healthiest, you're at your healthiest, like it's a lot better. Like it's a way better reward because there's no doubt in your mind when you do that.
Yeah. Practice, competitive right now, or in season, how did that look like? What did that like practice? Actually, no. What's your first impression of your first practice at Huskers?
I'm happy you asked me that because it wasn't practice yet, but like in the summer we had workouts, and the first 2 days, like they were all right. Like there was like I was nervous and everything because like it's like new drills I've never done before. I'm with players that are even better than me, and like a whole new coaching staff. And like the third day, I think I got slightly comfortable. Like I got a little bit comfortable. Like in a drill, I wasn't like in a drill I was dunking the ball. I went like 4 straight times in the drill. I didn't dunk the ball once, just laying it up. Like in my mind, I was just like working on touch, and my coach immediately got on. Like he snapped on me, yelled at me, and everything. He wasn't like really. I don't think he was really like angry at me at all. He was really just checking me. Like he just wanted to see like what like my reaction would be.
He was angry at you for laying it, getting too comfortable, laying it up. Or?
Yeah, like it was just like he wanted me to dunk the ball.
Really?
Like, yeah, and like it really like shook me for a little bit. And then I remembered like where I'm from. Like I've been through like a lot of stuff. So I was like, okay, so he's gonna coach me hard. It was like nice that like he's gonna coach me hard. Like I can put my trust in this guy.
Yeah.
So it was fun. And then like later on with practice and stuff, you really get to see like how skilled all of these different players are. Like some of these guys really excel in like one or two parts of the game, and then some guys are like really balanced all around. It's fun fun to compete with all those guys.
So you're there seeing this for the first time at first couple of days, and you're like, wow, like, okay, you can compete. You think that well, you're looking at the level, you're like, well, it's tough, but you're saying to yourself, you can compete. Is that true?
Yeah, I was always thinking about that. Like I don't think I could ever be left behind. Like if I'm, like I feel like my confidence level in myself, it can vary a lot, but in terms of like practice and games, like I feel like if I got put on the NBA team right now, yeah, I'd definitely be like the worst guy in the gym. But I'm not gonna stay the worst guy in the gym forever. Like I'm gonna watch, I'm gonna learn from people, I'm gonna continue to work, and eventually I'm gonna work my way up the ladder. Yeah. So that's how I always think about things.
Yeah. Well, if you're there and you're seeing players with different skill sets, different movements, you're doing different drills, it has to be a case where you're like, well, look, I've asked this question to another athlete before. Were you ever in a moment you're like, wow, it's called when you starstruck, like you're there. You ever had a moment where you're like, wow, I'm actually like here. You dreamed of playing Division I basketball, and you ever sat to yourself like, wow, like I'm here at this moment, what I thought of or I dreamed of before. Ever had that moment?
Yeah, I'd say the biggest would be when we played against, like the first game we really played against a team that demolished us. Like we played at Michigan State, and they had a really good game, but like they crushed us in like almost every aspect of the game, like physicality, rebounding, effort. It was like I was really just like sitting on the bench. Like these dudes had guys that were super athletic, dunking, jumping out the gym, guys that were just throwing our guys out the way. I was just sitting. I was like, wow, like this is it. Like, this is the competition that I was thinking about this whole time. Like I'm not even playing right now. Like we're losing by this much. I'm not even playing right now. So it's definitely like crazy to see.
Yeah, bro. I want you to walk us through like what do certain things look like that most people don't see, where you're traveling to games, flying. A lot of teams do travel by flying, but walk us through like a travel day, like going to give me a destination. Let's say you travel to West Coast. Right.
Yeah, we went to Oregon and Washington. It was like a 5-day trip.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was honestly pretty cool. Like what we usually do is we'd have practice in the morning, and then we'd eat, shower, and everything. Travel or go to the airport, get on a plane. I mean, it's really chill. Like we get chartered flights, so you'll either be like sitting next to one of your teammates, or you'll be like you're in your own row. It's really like a calm experience. Like you'll fly there, get off. If we play the next day, if we play like the next morning, we'll get off the plane, go to like their facility or whatever, practice there, like not super hard or anything, like a walkthrough, and then go back to the hotel and like you'll basically like do homework or like stretch, recover from being on the plane and stuff.
Yeah. So, because if you're flying and that takes like an entire day sometimes to eat breakfast, good. How are you balancing like classes and all that?
It's definitely difficult. Like there's been some time, like the first time I did, it was like my in-person classes. Yeah. I really forgot to like email my teachers and tell them that like I won't be there. So they went over a bunch of stuff. I came back, I was super lost. I was like, whoa, can I even catch back up?
So they don't know, they're not like emailed by their coaches?
Like they give us our travel letter, and we give it to them at the start of the year, and then we have to like still remind our teachers like when we'll be gone, so they can like update us on certain stuff, because like obviously the courses move at different speeds.
Yeah.
But
it was difficult though.
Yeah, it was difficult at first, but like now I understand like you're gonna have to like adjust and like really take the time to learn the stuff that other people are learning in class.
Yeah. Were there like figures in the team? Players in the team, senior players in the team that would have helped you like with this like transition of learning, like, okay, I need to take responsibility for being my absence from class and traveling. Any of those figures that would have helped you, like guide you when you first came?
I'd say there's like some guys, I mean, like you have to talk to them to help. Like I'm not super like verbal about it, so sometimes I'll just struggle on my own, and like when I really should be asking for help. But I'll watch other guys, and they'll be like quick to go put in some more like I watch usually like there's a guy on our team named Rank. He's really good academically, so like we'll have dinner or something, and I'll see him at another table doing his homework, and it's like, all right. Yeah, that's a good example. Like I should be doing that.
No, but then traveling, speaking on the West Coast, out of all the places you've been to, like travel to for games, what's the best like arena or the best state university you've like played the area?
Everyone has different answers, because I asked my teammates that too. In the Big Ten so far, we've only traveled to a couple places. We've only traveled to like half of the places since this is my first year. I really liked Oregon's gym, the city that Oregon was in was nice, but Oregon's gym was really cool to me. Like I like people have mixed opinions on the floor. Like I like the floor. Like, I like the colors and everything, and like the whole like it's really cool to me. The best city, I'd say, I really liked Seattle. I also really liked. I like Seattle, and I like Columbus, Ohio. I thought Columbus, Ohio was pretty cool too.
The stadium, or just like the city?
Like the whole like campus. Like seeing like the Buckeye Stadium.
Yeah.
And seeing like their arena. Their arena's like big like ours. It's almost like an NBA arena. It's really cool.
Yeah. Would you rather play at home? Would you rather play away?
I like playing away games.
Away?
Yeah, because like you're going somewhere where nobody's really seen you play basketball, and I like showing people when like that have never seen me play basketball. Yeah. And I also like playing in different gyms.
Well, like if you're traveling to different, do you get time to see the city a little bit?
I mean, on your own, if it's like a longer trip, like I remember we went to go see the Seattle Seahawks Stadium, and we went to Seattle, which was really cool. But I think They usually want to be like focused on the game, so you won't do too much, and you'll have a lot of like time to like just like rest. If you want to go outside, check some stuff out, you can.
Yeah, you can, but not like most trips. No, you wouldn't get to.
Yeah, most trips it'll be like you get there, you have late night like practice walkthrough, and then we'll get back to the hotel. Like you just want to go to sleep.
Yeah. Are y'all close? Like the environment of the team. You just came into the team. Did they invite you into the energy, like to create good energy around the team?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like the guys are really cool. Like all the guys on our team, they're really good guys. So it was nice to like be welcomed by all of them, and like immediately be able to communicate with some of the guys on certain things, because all, like the ages are all different, so everyone's like we're all relatively close in the same area of our life, but some people are like in further stages of their life. Some people are just coming out of high school, so it's really it's nice to have those guys around.
Yeah, if you're in that environment, even though you weren't playing, and there's sometimes where your team is either winning or at a high, and you want to be a part of it, and the times where your team isn't doing well, they're losing, and you want to be able to fix it. You want to be able to help. Is that true? Is that true with you? Because you're looking at the game from the side. You're not looking at the game on court. Whether you're losing or winning. Let's say you're winning the game and you see you want to be part of that. You want to be able to play. Is that true? Like, how are you thinking at that time?
I mean, I definitely thought about like many times where we'd be winning games, or like we'd be in a really cool environment. Like, dang, like I really do want to play. Like I want to get in the game and be able to celebrate with these guys. But like even on the bench, you can still make an impact. Like there'll be times, there'll be a timeout. You could run out near half court and like high five everybody, tell everybody like I watch certain things that players do. So sometimes I'll be like even if they're not getting recognition, like they're not scoring, like I saw you get on the ground for that loose ball, bro. I saw you fight for that rebound down there, even though you didn't get it. So I feel like I try to really be a morale booster for my teammates to like keep them in the right mindset. I just try to be like an extra voice. Not really like they already have enough voices in their head telling them what they should do, what they shouldn't do. I just try to be like the extra voice telling them what they're doing well, like keep doing that, or like stay positive if you're not doing well.
Yeah. For you now, as we just bring everything together, something again about you that I've been told from many of your teammates, many of people that know you, and I mentioned already, is hard work. I think from your perspective that you can share with others who want to be in your position. And let's expand on it a little bit, because hard work can be broken down in different areas and can look differently for different sports and different anything, different areas and events and whatever. But what some they tell me is that you can accredit your hard work to the extras that you put in, the extra reps, the extra trainings that you do. What programs and who's helping you with these programs of extra workouts, extra sessions in the gym? What's that look like?
I mean, at Nebraska, it's a lot easier now because you can call up like a GA, like a graduate assistant, or a manager to come help rebound for you, and you could just put up shots, or you could just talk to the strength coach and be like, I want to put in extra work. I want to go in there and lift and get stronger. But before at SEC, I mainly relied on my teammates. Like after practice, I'd find somebody who just stayed back behind. I'd be like, you want to shoot? You want to get a couple shots up? And then we just rebound and shoot for each other. In high school, I did it like more by myself, because like at some point my senior year, I realized like I didn't have that much time in practice, because we'd practice and I wouldn't really work on like my individual game as much because we'd be focused on our team stuff. And after practice, we'd have like a couple minutes, or like another team would come into the gym, like our JV, like our our freshman or reserve team or like our women's team would come in. So we couldn't stay in the gym and keep shooting. I started going to the YMCA early in the morning before school and just like working by myself, just because like I thought about like, I'm just gonna stay up late at night and play video games anyway. So why not just go to sleep and wake up earlier so I could get something done.
Get some reps in. What were you doing after practice? Like, well, more so outside of school, the setting. Were you doing like any extra like workout routines or programs that you followed?
For me, mainly right now, what I do is just shooting. So I'll just sometimes if I don't have like a GA that I texted, GAs usually would like design like a workout or something that's good for us, like mixing some ball handling, some finishing, some shooting. But like on my own, I usually just like go there, get the gun out, and I'll just go around, just shoot a bunch of spot shots. I'll start like form shots, mid range, 3-pointers, and then if I want to get some moving, then I'll just really randomly think of something like, okay, I'll do 2 shots each spot. I'll shoot like running into the spot, make it, then 1 catch and shoot, and then it'll rotate. I'll go to the next spot, shoot it, and then 1 more catch and shoot. I'll just like try to get creative with different stuff. Yeah.
With like weights, is there anything specific that you would do in now that you're out of season?
With weights, I mainly focus on where I lack at. Like this year, I really found out like my lack is my balance. So the strength coach, he usually like he knows a lot. He's really like versed in his stuff, so he knows a lot about weight training and everything. So he'll have like a plan for me every time if I go in there. And like all of our plans are different. Like my plan has probably the most balance centered stuff on the entire team, just because that's what I had to get that's what I have to get better at the most.
Much just balance. Yeah, it was like just because you struggle with balance, or?
I mean, yeah, it's really it. Yeah. Like I've had injuries both on my right leg, so yeah, it's really just my left leg. My left leg balance isn't great either. Like I never really I never worked on it, and it's balance is one of the things that really help you prevent injuries the most. So that's what I have to work on.
That's good, man. That's what you have to work on. But putting this all together, Justin, bro, what's next? Because next season, you're in the spring now. We're in the spring, and just finished season. You know, you're in the off season now. What does the off season look for you now that you're moving into from off season to preseason to in season? It's all happening pretty quickly, because by the end of this month you're going to you're in off season now, but in no time you'll be in preseason. You know what I mean? What does the off season look like for you now?
For me, it's just work. Yeah. It's just gonna be a lot of getting better individually. Because I like the team that the coach will assemble the team, the coach will have all of our plays and stuff. Like I already learned so much. Like being on scout team, I scouted a bunch of different teams. Now I know a bunch of sets. Like I have a whole new way of thinking about things, like names and stuff. Yeah. So the mental part of it, like that'll come. Like the confidence will come, but the confidence is gonna come from like all of the work that I'm gonna do now. Like I just have to get better. Like get better, become a better dribbler, become a million times better shooter, and it's just gonna be a lot of work every day. A lot of days is gonna be the same stuff. I'm probably gonna get bored, probably gonna get mad a lot, frustrated, but I mean it's what it's gonna take.
Yeah. And for this coming year, moving on, you're here next year. Main focus is this fall, going into the spring, the season. That's what's next for you. You excited?
Yeah.
You excited?
Yeah, I'm ready to play in front of our fans. Yeah. I'm ready to go on the road, play in front of other people, and hopefully get my name out there.
That's good, man. Look, bro, I really appreciate you doing this, man. Look, try to keep it, I wanted to learn more about you and how the transitions of going from JUCO to the highest level in college sports, as well as what you've experienced to get there, what it takes to get there, and that value that you've given that you've taught me, and right now in this hour and a half, there's no price. It has no value. It has a lot of value towards other athletes as well, younger athletes, and I think they can do a lot with that. So man, look, thank you, bro. I really appreciate it, bro. I really appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, bro.
Thank you, man. Yes, sir.